fought a valiant fight up until February of this year, and he lost his battle. But he certainly will not be forgotten. He touched many, many lives. And if those of you who don't know Ryan, you need to stop at their campsite and look at the pictures of what he accomplished in his 16 years on this earth, because it was a lot. And Kirby just told me right before we came up here that when Ryan found out that there really was nothing else that they could do for him, he'd been a top fundraiser for quite a few years. But he said, you know what, I'm going to raise a lot of money for the American Cancer Society in the time I have left here, because I don't want any other kid to face what I'm facing. Think about that. This kid's 16 years old. And to think of that, that's what's on his mind. What an amazing young man you guys raised, I have to tell you. And then during that time, he put it all out there. And he raised $42,000. Think of it, you guys. All that money will be invested so that other kids won't have to face what he faced. And you might know their team name is Team Trojan. You might be saying, what's that all about? He was a huge USC fan, University of Southern California. And look at the pictures. You will be very impressed. And you know, his motto, and which was USC's motto, was fight on. And think about it. He fought on right until the very end. So it is my honor and my privilege to be able to present to you in honor of Ryan a couple of awards here. James is going to help us out here. He's my Vanna White. Thank you. Need to go like this. So with that, I want to just say fight on. All right? Fight on. And I think Mallory's got a couple things you want to say here, Mallory? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Why don't you stay here? Yes. February 19th is a day that will always stand out in my mind. It was the day my little brother Ryan was born, and it was also the day he passed away. After a 10-year battle with brain cancer, Ryan finally succumbed to the disease on his 16th birthday. Ryan was and always will be my friend and hero. I miss him every moment of every day, but somehow I know he's with us. And tonight, he's with all of us, smiling down proudly about the incredible fundraising. Can you believe it? $42,000. It's amazing. When Ryan set his original goal, he set it for $15,000, and there was no doubt in his mind that he could make that. He set this goal on the way home from the hospital last fall, when the doctors had just told him that the cancer had spread and there was nothing further they could do for him. Ryan was extremely sad, but as usual, he quickly thought of others first. The car ride home is when he decided to raise $15,000 since he was 15. So that no other kid would ever have to go through this. And amazingly, it didn't take him long, maybe a couple of weeks. I will never forget the way his eyes lit up when we went into his room and told him the good news. Then he turned to us and he said, "We can't stop there. It's only January. Think of how much we can raise by July." The last total he heard was just shy of $29,000. And he was nothing less than ecstatic. I can only imagine the gleam in his eyes right now and the smile on his face right now. Ryan, your family, friends, and supporters from across the nation were cheering for you, and you've raised the most money ever in the Sun Prairie event. In only 4 short years of doing Relay for Life, Ryan's total now reaches over $80,000. And it's not stopping there. Ryan has inspired so many others that there's already been 3 relay teams in his honor in Southern California. Those teams raised almost $5,000. Individuals from across the U.S. have joined relay teams to help, and I know I will be doing relays, raising money for Ryan for the rest of my life, so that no other person nor their child will ever have to go through this disease. In the end, Ryan would not say that medicine had failed him. He would say it gave him a fighting chance, and that we need to keep find a cure. He would say that research needs to continue to give the next child a good chance, and the child after that an even better chance. Were he still with us today, Ryan would tell us, fix what needs to be fixing, but don't stop pulling back resources or fighting until there is a cure. In his final public speech last year that he delivered in New York City, he said, "We all have struggles, some life-threatening, some you face every day. No matter what, we all need to fight on." I encourage you all to fight on until we are rid of this horrible disease. May we feel the presence of our friends and loved ones that we've lost to cancer and feel their encouragement to keep us fighting for a cure. Because of Ryan, my hero, my brother, my best friend, I will fight back. Trust me, in the end, Ryan was victorious, and we will win too.